Have you heard about Anchor? It's the easiest way to make a podcast, and it's the way I'm making my podcast right now. And it's free. They have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. And Anchor is going to distribute your podcast to all the major important places you would ever want, like Spotify and Apple and so many more places. And you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. I love it. It's so simple. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Intuitive Psychologist Podcast. I'm Lindsay Pandya, and I am a licensed clinical psychologist who's been in the mental health field for over 15 years. I am so grateful to be part of the mental health field, especially since in this day and age, mental health is really coming online as to how important it is to not only have it, but to have the conversations and normalize what many of us all go through. We all, from time to time, and sometimes for far too long, struggle with our mental health. The one piece, though, about mental health that I feel is missing so much is the conversation around spirituality and how important it can be to be tapped into the spiritual side of you to help with your mental health. Thankfully, I feel like in this current climate, people are having a spiritual awakening at an ever-increasing rate, which can be jarring and scary and confusing, and you may even think that you're losing your mind a bit. So my intention with this podcast is to bridge the gap between spirituality and mental health, and I want to bridge the gap through normalizing not only mental illness, mental health issues, but to also normalize typical spiritual awakening symptoms, give you some guidance as to how to manage a spiritual awakening. I bring on guests to help talk about different modalities to connect you in to your spiritual nature. And I want to do all of this with the intention to help you grow and to know that you are not alone and that there's help out there for you. So please join me on this journey through my own self-discovery with mental health problems, with challenging life events, and going through my spiritual awakening and continued spiritual growth. Join me and my friends as we have these interesting and sometimes very difficult conversations, not only about mental health, but also about a spiritual journey. So welcome, friends, and enjoy. Welcome back, my friends, to the Intuitive Psychologist Podcast. I have missed you all so much, and I wanted to do some meditations on this podcast as a way for people to have access to these meditations even when they don't have access to Wi-Fi or internet. This is suggested by my dear friend who shall be named the Pink Rabbit. My dearest friend had this great idea and I loved it. It is something that I love doing. I love doing meditations and often will walk clients through these meditations, and each one is different every time. It's never the same. So these few meditations have been guided through my team. So they get all the credit for whether this is amazing or if it's just like a meh. I mean, they're awesome. So I have faith that this will resonate for many of you. So how I set this up was there is the chakra meditation, which can be very helpful as like a long sort of relaxation, opening up each of the chakra points, energy centers in our body to really help you relax and to calm down, and prepare you for the other meditation or meditations, depending on how many I end up doing. But the hope is that if you're like many of us, we can't just jump right into a meditation and meet our spirit guides or do some crazy fun work or what have you, that we need a lot more prep to do that. So I separated them so that if you need it, you've got it. And if you don't have to, try to forward your way through 30-minute meditation before you get to the part that you want to do. So I highly recommend you do it based on what feels right for you and where you're at. And there's every level of need is appropriate. So you just do what you need to. And when it comes to doing meditations, it's recommended that you are either laying down or sitting up. If your feet can be on the ground, that's great. Especially if you're trying to activate your root chakra in your feet, you might need to gently, rub your feet back and forth to help sort of activate it in a way. So if that's possible, that's great. And if you want to do a walking meditation, that's fine too. I would not be driving or doing anything serious while listening to this in any way. Whatever the typical warnings are before meditation and all that. Take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Enjoy your experiences and just know that there are so many different ways to meditate. These aren't the only ones. These are just some guided imagery meditations, and I plan to do some other ones that maybe are not visual only. I do have some on my YouTube channel that are like a body scan and other techniques, but there are so many different ways to meditate. So please, if this doesn't resonate for you, it's no big deal. Just whatever works. What else do I want to say about these meditations? Let me know what your thoughts are, and if there are any specific topics that you would like me to do a meditation on. And then whatever it is, I'll just call upon my spirit team to walk me through and share it with you. So with that, happy travels and enjoy the ride. We shall meet again soon. All right, enjoy these meditations. Take care. Hi. So today I'm going to walk you through a very simple guided meditation to help you feel grounded and to help you to release any anxieties or worries. So to begin with, try to get into a comfortable position with your feet on the ground if possible. Just make sure that you're comfortable. That's the most important piece. So now what I want you to do is take 3 deep breaths, focusing the breath coming in and out of your belly. And this is where you're going to get the most pure oxygen. So let's take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. So go. Now envision that you have roots coming through the legs, through the thighs, and down the calves, going through the feet, and from the feet, the roots are going through the ground beneath your feet, all the way down through the foundation, down through the soil, down deeper through the crust, down further through the mantle, down all the way to the core. And once you envision the roots all the way down to the core, I want you to envision that they're tied in, connected deep. And now feel the energy of the earth flowing through these roots all the way back up and into your feet, into your legs, and up through your body. And just feel that for a moment. And now I'd like you to envision the stress and anxiety that you're feeling right now, and envision where this is located in your body. So is this in your head with lots of racing thoughts? Is this stuck in your throat where you're not able to effectively speak your truth? Is this trapped in your chest, in your heart, where you feel disconnected or unloved? Is this in your stomach, where maybe you feel like you don't have power, you don't love yourself? Feel where this is in your body. Envision the stress. And what I want you to do now is to envision that this stress is going to drip from your body down to your legs and into the roots. And the stress is going to drip through the roots, down through your feet, down deep into the earth where it can be transformed. And now check in with your body. How is it feeling now? Do you need to allow it to drip longer? Now what I want you to do is take 3 more deep breaths. And as you breathe out through your mouth, you can either say in your head or you can say out loud, let it go. And now for fun, let's just shake it out and let it go. And we're done. That's it. And you can repeat this anytime you want. You can sit with these moments longer, however long you need to do this. I just wanted to give you a little introduction. All right, have a great day. Take care. Thank you all so much for listening to this podcast. It really means the world to me. And if you find this information and content useful, please go rate and review the podcast and share it with anyone that you think might also benefit from this content. On Instagram, my handle is theintuitivepsychologist111, all underscore. And on there you will see I've got inspirational messages to share. And on Wednesdays at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, I will go on and either do a live guided meditation or present a specific topic ahead of time. You can submit your questions and I will answer them live along with any questions that you have on the live chat. So that's been a really fun place to get a lot of interaction from my listeners and followers. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, topic ideas, guests you'd like to return, please feel free to email me. My email is intuitive.psych.111@gmail.com. So that is intuitive.psych, which is spelled PSYCH.111@gmail.com. If you're looking to work with me and you would like to have some assistance during the early stages of a spiritual awakening or any sort of early stages of coming into your spirituality, please feel free to look at my website. My website is intuitivepsych.com, intuitivepsych.com, and you can book a free 30-minute consultation to let me know what you're looking for and make sure that I am the best person to help you out. If you're in California and you're looking for spiritual therapy, feel free to also email me at the same email, intuitive.psych.111@gmail.com. And again, you will get a free 30-minute consultation to see if your mental health needs and my services are a good fit. So, again, thank you all so much for your support, your interactions, and just moving the conversation forward and continuing to give back in any way that you can. Not just for me, but just for everybody out there. Don't forget, folks, you are the light.